This commenter says, "Hey Tom, can you tell me a story about your guitar behind you?" Yes, I can. I've done this video numerous times over the past 5 years, but A, my main account is gone, and B, I do so much content that it's probably impossible to dig through it all and find the videos I've done about this guitar. This guitar is a D'Angelico semi-hollow body with the Grateful Dead red, white, and blue paint job and the 13-point lightning bolt that is seen in the Grateful Dead image known as Steal Your Face, which is the skull with the lightning bolt. You can see here it does have the Grateful Dead Steal Your Face image and the name on the head, along with the name of the manufacturer, D'Angelico. It is almost in pristine shape. It has two small scuff marks on the back. Otherwise, it is in perfect shape. And this guitar was a gift to me from my wife. So in early October, late September, early October in 2020, this guitar landed into the lap of the gentleman who owns the local music shop, where you can take music lessons, you can buy or have instruments repaired, whatnot, what have you. This landed in his lap. We know him. Our daughter took lessons there and worked for him. And he called me and said, "Hey, do you want to buy this before I put it out for sale for the general public? Because when I put it out for sale, it's going to go quick." And I said, "Hey, man, I'd love to." Because as you can see here, I have this music tribute wall. Well, it's one of two. I also have this one in front of me that you guys don't ever see. But I had an acoustic guitar, just a cheap acoustic guitar hanging here to bring a sense of musical element into the whole theme that I'm doing here. And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to have it, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't know how to play the guitar, and that should really be in the hands of somebody that knows how to play." So I declined. I passed. Just kept my acoustic hanging here. He then called my wife and said, "Hey, are we sure he doesn't want this?" And my wife said, "Of course he fucking wants it. He just won't buy it because he thinks it should go to somebody who should play." And my wife and the guy who owned the store kind of came to a consensus that they believed that it doesn't matter if I know how to play. I would appreciate it probably more than a lot of other people, given my history with the Grateful Dead and my love of that band. So my wife bought it behind my back in October of 2020 and hid it under our daughter's bed all the way until Christmas of 2020. And after we opened all of our gifts, after we had disposed of all of the wrapping paper, and I was in the process of breaking down all of the boxes, my wife walks out of down the hallway and comes back with the guitar case that it's a soft guitar case that has this guitar in it, and says, "Oh, by the way, here. I knew you wanted it. I couldn't let it go to somebody else." I brought it in here December 25th, 2020, and hung it on that on that hook, and that is where it has hung and sat for the entirety of the time since Christmas Day 2020, with the exception of two instances where I pulled it off to show people a closer look of it in one instance, and in another instance to sit down and kind of strum it one time in a video, just kind of fucking with people. But that's the story behind the guitar on my wall. My wife bought it for me for Christmas in 2020. She also got me this big ass Jerry Garcia serigraph. This thing is fucking cool. I went ahead and shut the light off to try and minimize the glare, but this is a serigraph. 5,000 of these were made. It's basically a copy of the original painting from the original artist. It's Jerry Garcia strumming the guitar, and you can see here along the bottom, it's got the author's signature, and then various images of Jerry throughout the course of his life. And as I said, 5,000 of these were made. This is number 2073 of 5,000. She bought me this, 20 plus years ago, and it sat in a protective tube in storage until I got this office when our daughter moved out in April of 2020. And then my wife took that tube, took it over to Michael's, and got the thing framed and matted and brought it back to me. Because she's a real one, for sure. Yeah, she got me that guitar. She got me that serigraph. She got me this framed picture of Jerry and the boys on stage at Alpine Valley. She got me this framed picture of the Eagles, this one of Eddie Van Halen, this one of ZZ Top. John Mellencamp. I think this one of AC/DC. I can't remember if she got me that one. She got me. Hang on. This canvas piece of Jimi Hendrix, which is fucking awesome. She got me Stevie. I understand that a lot of these pictures are crooked. I got to straighten them out. But she got me Stevie. She got me Melissa Etheridge. I think she got me Rush and Cheap Trick. I can't remember. But yeah, that's the story behind that. Christmas present from my wife, 2020. I'm going to be buried with that fucking guitar.